Yes, yes, you look at that jar and all the other crap I got over there. That's your background for this Mega Drive collection video. 100 plus games. Why am I doing this? I don't know. One of those nights I've just watched some NFL, so I'm going to do this. Let's just get through this. It's going to be long. I may talk about one or two games as I go. Do the loose cartridges first, as there's only 5 of them. One being Sonic & Knuckles. I do have the cardboard thing as I keep showing in this Olic project thingy, but it's very flat. From Jim. Still need to get this box. I do need the box for this. I do think this is one of my original games. Because I did sell, as I have said before, did sell my original lot of Mega Drive games years ago. But then I was able to get most of them back. I think that from Jim was one of them. So anyway. Got Streets of Rage 2, which I didn't actually intend to buy. I actually purchased the first Streets of Rage game at the MCM Expo. When I got home and opened the case up, this was inside instead. £5. Streets of Rage 2 for £5. You can't argue with that. Then I've just got a couple of duplicate cartridges, Cool Spots, Jurassic Park. One or two Jurassic Park games I got at the MCM Expo that month. I got it because I completely forgot I purchased the first one. How am I going to do this? I'll show the game and then I'll start putting it back as I do it. Mortal Kombat, which has never worked from the day I bought it. That has just never worked since the day I got it. I got a Menacer cartridge, has a Toe Jam and L game on there. This one does load up to the title screen, but I've never actually got the actual game to work. Not on my Retron 5 and not on the AT Games Mega Drive glowing doorstop thingy. I don't like the AT Games thingy console. I don't think anyone does. But there's some games I got here, about 3 or something, that only plays on that and not the Retron for some reason, so I've got to keep it. Mega Games I'm sure that's meant to be an I, not a 1. This was one of the very first games I picked up when I started recollecting Mega Drive games, once I got my Retro Gen. Who remembers I had the Retro Gen, that handheld Mega Drive player thing? I still got that over by the door. Yeah, and once I got that I started collecting Mega Drive games, and this was one of the first ones. Columns never worked with this one. It was always very glitchy. So this was purely for World Cup Italia and Super Hang-On. These days it's just for World Cup Italia. Buddy, no. Buddy. Gotta have a Christmas elf. The amount of times I've knocked that over since I've got it. Oh, this one does work, finally. At least. So that's Alien 3. It's, yeah. I remember borrowing it years ago from one of my old friends. We used to borrow each other's Mega Drive games. That was one of them. So I picked it up again years later. This was another one I used to borrow from him. Bubsy. Yeah, you know my feelings with Bubsy 3D. We don't have to go into that. This one I'm very nostalgic for though. Not that I can actually get far in the game, but there's a nostalgia factor there just because of when I last played it years ago. G-Lock Air Battle. Not bad. Flight simulator type of game. It goes along with Galaxy Force 2. Again, another little shooty fly game. Not too bad. Yeah, now into the Disney games. Like the Lion King. By the way, the live action version, yeah, it's alright. Decent songs there. Apart from Beyonce. Beyonce sucked in the movie, okay? She sucked. She is terrible in this movie. The game, we all know the Lion King game. It's, oh boy, this is a tricky one. It is a tricky one. It's good though. I do like the Lion King. It's just a bit challenging. It's coming out on a double cartridge with Aladdin soon. We've got Pinocchio. You know, good game. I'm not going to flick it over every now and again, but you know, sideways screenshots. Pinocchio's good. It's a good game. It's easy. It's good. Toy Story, not my original. No, not my original cartridge. My original case. Still got the level select codes there. Yeah, I like Toy Story. It's one I had as a kid. The levels are very different. It throws a lot at you, from driving to side-scrolling, stick and racing and what have you. I like it. It's good. It's a good game. Donald in Maui Mallard. That's how you say it, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Purchased it for my birthday. It arrived on my birthday, right in the morning. Yeah. I didn't get into this game too much. Same with Quackshot, really. I never really got into Quackshot. Not that it's a bad game or anything. It's a good game, but I don't know, I just never fully got into it. And we've got the Quackshot Cards of Illusion double cart, which I got in my very first expo. One of only 3 games I got in that very first expo. I didn't buy much in it. Should this one really be next, or should it be these? No, this one shouldn't be next. What is? Well, I don't know why this is there. This is out of order. But it's Mickey Mania. Oh, but Mickey Mania. This is a game I really wanted as a kid. I went staying at my grandparents once, because I never bought games at that age because I didn't have the money for it. I finally got enough money to buy a game. We went to the video game shop. There it was, Mickey Mania on the shelf. But I wasn't going to buy it yet. We had to get it on the way back, apparently. That was the rules. So we went away, did whatever the hell we did. Got back to the shop, Mickey Mania was gone. Someone had already purchased it. Sad me. But I got Castlevania instead, so happy me. But when I got back to buying all the Mega Drive games once I got the Retro Gen, Mickey Mania was one of the very first. Made by Sony. Yeah. But this was one of the very first because I really wanted to play this because I had wanted it for so many years. Never beat it though. Still never beat it. I don't know why it's out of order here. These two should be next. After the double cartridge. World of Illusion. Awesome game. Awesome game. Exclusive levels for single player. Mickey and Donald. Exclusive levels for co-op. And Castle of Illusion, which I never really got into. I don't know why. Just never did. There you go in there. There I guess just because it was a blue banner I put in extra Quackshot Castle of Illusion. Fantasia, which was the 3rd Mega Drive game I got actually. I was sitting in my conservatory, parents came home, gave me Fantasia. So this is technically one of the very first video games I ever played. And owned. I don't think this is the original cartridge, is it? I think so, I think this is my original cartridge. Yeah, this is probably one of the very first, within the first 8 or so video games I ever played. Never beat it as a kid, but I have beaten it a couple of times now. Including a Let's Play of it. And because I had it as a kid and it was one of my first ever video games, I do have a lot of fondness for it. I see its issues, but I still have a lot of fondness for it. I do like it. We got a very sun damaged Little Mermaid. Man, the sun was not kind on this game case, was it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, I got Little Mermaid. I don't have all Disney games, I have a decent amount. Got Tailspin, this is not good. Can I just say? Tailspin, Mega Drive. I don't think it's good. I really don't. If you're going to get Tailspin, get the NES or Game Boy versions, don't get the Mega Drive one. Jungle Book, which is one of those games that won't work on the Retron 5 but will work on the AT Games thingy. Why? I don't know. Don't know why that is. I like Jungle Book though. Yeah, a couple times I do like it. One of my favourite Mega Drive games, Aladdin, coming to the Switch soon with the Lion King. I do prefer this one over the Super Nintendo version, mainly because I grew up with this version. I know its ins and outs, I know every ounce of it. I actually played through and beat it a couple of weeks ago. It's my last time. Decided just to have another game of it. I really love this game. Surprise game from my aunt. Just sitting in the car waiting to go home, knocks on the window, hands me the game. I think this is my original cartridge as well, so that makes it even better. I mean, I've got loads of games to get through, I've got to stop talking about them. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is Puyo Puyo, so you know it's good. This is going to be a really long video. Better than what I did last time when I took video footage of every game. Sonic Spinball. Yep, Sonic Spinball. Good game, never beat it. I can get to the third table without too much issues. And then, just as my luck, Sonic always goes down the middle of the flippers. Sonic 3D Flicky's Island again, never beat it. I think I got to the last level and then just got bored and gave up. I don't hate the game, that's all. I don't dislike it, I just can't play it for long periods of time. Metal Sonic Hyperdrive, it's a homebrew game. Not the completely finished version of it, but very good game. Very good game, I like it. It's Metal Sonic after all. I love my Metal Boy. And the only other homebrew game actually do I is Sonic the Lost Worlds, which does have that hidden palace zone in it. There it is. Only in this cartridge, it's got the water effects over it. It doesn't affect anything, but it's there. It plays well, actually, this game. It does play well. They did a good job converting it, actually. Sonic Compilation, Sonic 1, 2 and Mean Bean Machine. Maybe just a compilation of games on one cartridge. And we have Sonic 3. I think this is my original case. I don't think this is the original cartridge. Or is it? I don't think that's the original cartridge, actually. This may not actually be the original case, thinking about it. No, this isn't the original case. This isn't one of the ones I got back. Oh, Sonic 3 is so good. Sonic 2. Not the original case. Maybe the original cartridge? Question mark. Fun fact, Sonic 2, my least favourite of the first 4 Sonic the Hedgehog games. Yeah, it's Metropolis Zone in it, it sucks. Metropolis Zone sucks, Sonic 2 is awesome now. But of course, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog. The very first video game I ever played. One of the first 2 video games I ever owned. Got this in Streets of Rage. So yeah, Streets of Rage is the second video game I ever played, but this is the first, technically. And it's still in my top 5 favourite games of all time. It just is. My favourite Sonic game, and one of my top 5 favourite games of all time. I absolutely love and adore Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, no, this isn't the original case. That is my original cartridge. Yeah, we've been through so much. My old Sonic boy. Oh, I love this game so much. I can't even count how many times I played through this. Oh, too many. We have to go for this pile now. That's one pile done. 2.5 to go. We're coming into the EA games. So they have these yellow spines. First one being Shaq Fu, because, you know, Shaq Fu. And though I did consider getting the new Shaq Fu that did come out a year or so ago, I never did. I never did get it. Ultimately, I just can't be asked. I've got that Shaq Fu game, so I'm happy enough. We have Bulls versus Blazers and the NBA playoffs. Terrible game. It is not good. This is not a good basketball game in my opinion. There's far better out there. If you want basketball, get something better. That's why I got NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo. This cartridge is loose, is it? No. This still has the $39.99 price tag on it up there. But James Pond 2, one of the first games I got when I was recollecting Mega Drive games. Because this is another one of those games I borrowed and I just had nostalgic feelings for. And at some point or another it got 95%. The best Mega Drive platform game yet. Mean Machines, December 91. Okay, 95%, there we go. I think they've been a bit kind with their review score. Zool! Ninja of the Nth Dimension, which 3D game became Ninja Breadman. True fact. Zool became Ninja Breadman. What's this one? Oh yes. Virtual Pinball! Hooray! Which has the fucking sticker on the inside of the plastic. I fucking hate that so much. You can't take it off but it'll rip the artwork. This case has seen better days. Crew Ball? Heavy Metal Pinball? I do like my pinball. This is not the best condition case in the world, but I wasn't going to pass this game off when I saw it because I do like pinball. We have the Immortal, which is apparently was $44.99 at one point from the game store. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know about the Immortal at this point. This is another one of those games I just borrowed back in the day. So, you know, I had this instruction booklet is thick. I had the, what's its foot? I got Haunting starring Poltergeist, 86%. The best programmed game since Echo. Yeah. Haunting is good. It is a good game. Bit sun faded on the spine, but it's a good game. Not one you find in the wild so much. And that's the last of the EA games. We can get to Echo, the Tides of Time. Yay. Echo. Yay. Echo, whoa. And Echo the Dolphin. Whoa, Echo. I don't have Echo Junior. I don't even like Echo the Dolphin games, I'll be honest. But, you know. How can you have a Mega Drive collection if you don't at least own Echo the Dolphin? You can't. You just can't. It's just not right. Echo the Dolphin is just one of those games you have to own. Like Wiz and Liz. Very arcadey. Very good game. If you haven't played Wiz and Liz, you should. Okay. Yeah, this one's not too bad either. Tarzan Escape from Mars. And while we're here, one of my games, and I think this is the original case and cartridge of Tasmania. You put the Taz in Tasmania. Come to Tasmania. You mean you? Oh, Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure. Good platformer. Good platformer. Back when Konami were nice. Well, they're getting nice again, but it takes time. Primal Rage. Yeah, I never got into this one too much, I'll be honest. This wasn't one for me, ultimately, but yeah, it's there. Eternal Champions, which in my opinion should have been the only beat 'em up game that's coming out on the Mega Drive Mini. Street Fighter and Virtual Fighter should not have been on there, because that meant My Star isn't on there. Eternal Champions should have been the only beat 'em up, and if you're going to have another one, put Mortal Kombat on. Just put Mortal Kombat on. Don't put Street Fighter, that's just stupid. Virtual Fighter 4, that's another stupid one. This one's kind of stupid. This one got 91% back in the day. Balls 3D. Yeah. Don't know how they got high with you. It's not that great. This is my original case and cartridge, I believe. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I love the Power Rangers, so you know. This is also another one of my originals from back in the day, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Very hard game, quite frankly. Although I'm better in single player than I am at multiplayer for whatever reason. With co-op I seem to struggle a lot more. A very good game though. It's hard, but it's good. I got the Sega Genesis box for Kid Chameleon just because this is the only one I could find at the expo that year. And I just wanted to get it that year. Very good comic strip in Sonic the Comic was Kid Chameleon. One of my favourites. Got 2 seasons out of it in Sonic the Comic, and then we never got a 3rd one, so we never knew how it ended. Such is life. The game is good too. Talmit's Avenger. Good game. Good game. Not played this in a while. Should do that again. This one I don't remember too much. Asterix. I don't remember this one too much. I think it was okay. Can't remember. There's one of my 2 Jurassic Parks. This one was the better condition one, so this one goes on the collection. Yeah, Micro Machines. Because you've got to have a racer. And I'm very surprised this isn't on the Mega Drive Mini. I did think Micro Machines might have made it on there, but surprising. Super Hang On, yay. Mega Games Cat game right there. Space Harrier 2, I like this game. I've beaten it a couple of times on this cartridge. It's fun. Ghostbusters, got it at the MCM Expo the day I was very ill. Going there and had a dreadful trip, but this was my first pickup of the day and that just made me feel a hell of a lot better. You don't find Ghostbusters too often. The game I had to get instead of Mickey Mania, poor me. Castlevania the new generation, or Bloodlines, depending on where you live. Second favourite Mega Drive game, possibly. It's definitely in the top 3, it probably is my second favourite though. I do love this game. Rocket Knight Adventures. Great game, great game. That ends the second pile. 1.5 piles left to go. Right, and now for this pile of nonsense. Another EA game. Why don't I put this with a spine? I don't know. There's Rolo to the Rescue. Yeah, this had a retail price of £4 on the label. How much did I pay it? Well, more than £4. The Hurricanes. I used to watch the cartoon, so that's the only reason I actually got this game. The game itself is not fantastic. I can hear something falling down behind me. The game itself is not fantastic, but you know. Oh, what's falling down? Nothing interesting. Paper. Okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. Pugsy, which this may be one of the games that doesn't work on the Retron 5 and only works on the AT games thing. Super Thunder Blade. I like this game. I do. I like that game. Fly helicopter. FIFA 97, one of the games I had as a kid. The last game I needed to buy to get all those games back. I used to be good at that game when I was younger. Not anymore. I suck at it. I actually scored with 0 seconds on the clock once in the indoor football mode. Man, you don't get indoor football modes on games now. Not that I play football games much. Monopoly, because you can only get in America and it's hard to find. Another game you can only get in America. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Avenger series. This is actually not a common game to find boxed. It's not easy to find boxed. I don't know how easy it is now, but when I purchased it, it wasn't actually all that easy. It's actually an uncommon game, surprisingly. And another American one, The Great Waldo Search, or Where's Wally, if you're from here. Because I grew up loving Where's Wally. Had all the books, watched the cartoons, had Wally's World, Wally's History of the World. And if you know what Wally's World and Wally's History of the World is, then you're an awesome person to me and I'll love you. And if you don't know what it is, then shame on you. Street Racer, which for years I actually thought was a racing Street Fighter game. Yeah. I saw that and it reminded me of Street Fighter. So I thought it was a Street Fighter racing game. It wasn't. Which is disappointing. The game itself is actually not bad. Yeah. If a technical triumph for the Mega Drive is VR virtual racing. Actually, not a bad idea for a game. To get that working on the Mega Drive is actually impressive. Same with this one in a way, F1. Not bad. Not a bad effort on the racing game. I've got Mega Lomania. Awesome front cover. I have absolutely no idea what to do in the game. I play it for about 5-10 minutes and then I get lost. Front cover is awesome though. There's my box cool spots. I actually do have the other box for the loose cartridge in my wardrobe. Yeah, I've got the one for Jurassic Park as well. Yeah, I always wanted this as a kid but never got it. Don't know why I always wanted it, but I always wanted it. But I have it now. It's alright. It's okay. I'm glad to own it. I'll play it every now and again. This is another one of my original games from as a kid. My original case, my original cartridge, Global Gladiators. Fantastic game. Never beat it as a kid, never even got to the 4th world. Because you got the slime world, you got the forest, you got the industrial, then you got the snow. I never reached the snow as a kid. I only ever reached the industrial. That one, like about 3 times. I always died a lot in the forest. I have beaten it now though. I have since beaten it now. So I got to see the snow finally. There's an end boss for some reason. We have Tom Spiderman, Phil Spiderman, Spiderman. They call him Phil Spiderman. Yeah. I don't remember anything about this game. Oh, I should go back and play it. Bonanza Bros, because every Mega Drive collection needs a Bonanza Bros. There's just certain games every Mega Drive collector should have. Yeah, this isn't... I was going to have a look to see if it was my original cartridge, but I never got my original cartridge back. Technically the second video game I ever played. One of the first 2 I ever owned. I had a good introduction to my video game life. Sonic the Hedgehog and Streets of Rage. Not bad. Golden Axe and its muscly people. Golden Axe, you get what you get with it, it's good. Revenge of Shinobi, which, in my opinion, is better than Shinobi 3. No, that's just my opinion. I like this game more than Shinobi 3. So, there we go. First time I actually ever saw that game was in the Isle of Wight at a caravan park. It was on the arcade machine there. So that's fun. Mystic Defender. Pretty neat front cover. Not a bad game, honestly. Pretty good. It's a good. Toe Jam and L. Panic on Funkadron. Yeah. The game I never know if I should include it in the Sonic Project update videos. Flicky. I mean, it's on the Sonic Mega Collection. It's Flicky. The birds in Sonic are Flickies. Is it a Sonic spin-off? Not that I know. I get confused by that every year. Decap Attack. Decent side-scrolling platformer. Really decent comic strip in Sonic the Comic as well. I think they outlasted pretty much every other comic strip that wasn't Sonic. Columns. One of my top 10 favourite Mega Drive games of all time, may I just say. I really love Columns. I really do. I think it's a great game. Sylvester and Tweety. I have Let's Played this game on this channel. It's okay. It's not bad, honestly. It's alright. The animation is pretty great. The animation's great. It's colourful, it's bright, it's Looney Tunes. It's an okay game. Just like this one, really. I also Let's Played this one. Desert Demolition Roadrunner Riley Coyote. I mean, it's alright. Again, it's alright. It's playable. It's not too bad, honestly, but there's just far better options if you want to play a game. From Gym 2, I think this was my original case and game, but I don't think the game works all that properly now. It kind of starts to have a fit in the Salamander level. Yeah. I have to get a replacement. Well, I put it on, downloaded on the Wii, so I can always play it on there. I want to. Another Disney game, Bonkers, which isn't with the rest of the Disney games because I've just never been asked to put it there. One day I will, one day I will. Eventually when I get a good shelving unit I will. Yeah. It's alright. Yeah, 2 games left of this pile, then we've got the half pile to go. This one next, this one next, Dynamite Heady. I never got into Dynamite Heady as much as some other people. Not to say I don't like it, I do like Dynamite Heady, I'm just not into it as much as others. But it's a good game, I do like it. Not as much as I like Rise Star though. It's a bloody travesty this is not on the Mega Drive Mini. It deserved to be on there. Instead of Virtual Fighter, freaking Streets Fighter and Altered Beast. But no, let's all overlook Rise Star. A bloody brilliant platformer that was late in the game in the Mega Drive that's never got its sequel it so deserved. Oh, why the hell isn't this on the Mega Drive Mini? It's the biggest screw up of that console, it really is. Ah, I love you, Rise Star. Saying that though, I am very much looking forward to my Mega Drive Mini. And I know you can just mod it so you can add Rise Star to it, but I'm not going to mod it because I just don't do that sort of thing. I don't have the time or patience. Alright, now for the last half of games. We have James Bond The Duel. I've never got this to work, honestly. I don't think it ever really got that great reviews. I remember seeing it in Sonic the Comic, it never got terrific reviews in it. I'm not overly bummed, and it was very, very, very cheap. I've just never got it to work for some reason. Either on the AT thing or the Retron. Corporation, which... is this one of the games that only works on the AT? I don't know. I'm not sure. I know the next one does. Next one being Super Smash TV. This one doesn't work on the Retron, but does work on the AT games. Oh, you. I have Yogi Bear. I actually have this on Super Nintendo as well. I have it on Super Nintendo, I have it on Mega Drive. You would think I like it, but I don't. It's a terrible, terrible game. It's not just terrible, it's... well, it's really terrible. This is not a good game, folks. Yogi Bear, not a good game. Robocop vs Terminator, because why not? An uncommon game here with Bubba and Sticks. Again, doesn't work on Retron, but it works on AT. Do not see this game around all that often. Found it at the Expo. Very cheap. Gauntlet 4. 4 players. Yeah, another one of these games I borrowed years ago. I do like Gauntlet. I'm very fond of this game actually. I really do enjoy Gauntlet. Secretly hoping that was going to be on the Mega Drive Mini as well. I knew it probably wouldn't be, but hey ho. Another one of my original cartridge and games from my childhood is Marco's Magic Football. I played this. This was my childhood for quite a while. Again, I never beat it. I got to the circus level and then it all just went to shit. It's not easy. There's some trickiness to it. But it is fun. I like it. I like the animation. It's bright, it's colourful. It's not bad, honestly. And you get a password after every level, and it's only a 4-letter password, so... do I have any written down, actually? Yeah, I do. So, you know, well, maybe not after every level, but... okay, maybe not 4 levels, 4 letters, but... there's some passwords, level select passwords there. Yeah, I think Circus is another one, I don't know. I do like this game. And again, fun comic strip. Fun comic strip in Sonic the Comic. It's last batch of games. Last batch of games, 2 English ones and it's the 4 Japanese ones. You tell me how to pronounce that. Ginog? 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 I don't know. Damned if I know. I'm not sure this one actually works all that well. Oh, this one. Pitfall, which is officially the 100th box Mega Drive game I got. Yeah, ain't good. I don't like it. I do not like it. But it's the 100th one. Put it back. Yeah, now for the 4 Japanese games. We have this sort of 3D Tetris sort of dealie. Comes down from the top. Yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of fun. We have the first of the Japanese games I ever purchased, which was Dragon Ball Z. Beep-boop. You can only get this in Japan or Portugal for whatever reasons. That was just the only 2 countries it was apparently released. So I got the Japanese version. And my 2 recent Sonic games from the last Expo, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And that right there is my entire Mega Drive collection. I think. Yeah, it is. Oh, that took a while. I'm going to go to the toilet now. Go downstairs and do something else because this was a long video. Oh boy. I'm not used to making videos nowadays. It takes a while. Yeah, I'm going to see you again in the Sonic Project update. Till then, bye.